We have a breaking update right now on the Amazon Web Services outage affecting dozens of websites you use every day.
Just minutes ago, Amazon says global services and features relying on its U.S. East 1 computing service have recovered. That is the region that had been dealing with those widespread outages since early this morning. Now, dozens of popular websites linked to Amazon Web Services had been experiencing these outages. It included Venmo, T-Mobile, Capital One, Verizon, United Airlines, Delta, also Snapchat.
Those are now starting to come back online. You may have noticed that. Amazon says engineers continue to work toward a full resolution as services begin to come back online.
We're trying to get you more information right now on how else this could have affected you and society today.
Yeah, joining us now is the editor-at-large at Tech Radar, Lance Ulanoff. Lance, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Is there any sense right now as to how this happened and what the broader impact is?
Well, right now we say it's an IT issue. That means that it's not a cyber attack. At least that's what they're saying right now. And so it's some sort of technical issue, but it just sort of reminds you of sort of how tenuous this all is, how much we rely on all of these things, and the seemingly single point of failure. AWS, which is run by Amazon, is such an important back-end service that serves thousands of websites, including these major ones. And also there are companies, for Ring is an example, right? Ring is owned by Amazon. So obviously that's going to go down. But, everything from Reddit to your bank and, Zoom in some cases, of which is working now, and Slack, which is something we all use every day at work, was not working. So, even our smart homes, our video cameras and our thermostats, things like that, some of them stopped working because they couldn't reach the internet. So in the old days, used to just, maybe if the electricity went out, things might stop working, but as soon as it came back, things came back. But this is way beyond that. This is the internet. This is the web services. This is controlling half the world in some ways. So we were calling it an internet earthquake.
It's interesting, and I don't know if many people realized how much the Amazon Web Services serviced all of those websites, in control of all of those websites. I mean, this affected everything from communication, like Signal. It affected airlines, Delta. A lot of people saying that maybe they couldn't use their ticket that was on their phone. And then, of course, financial impacts, Fidelity, Robinhood, things like that as well.
Yeah, we really rely on this stuff. I don't know if you remember, there was a CrowdStrike issue last year with Windows, and a similar situation where banks and airports and airlines, that there's this sort of single point of failure. There's one system that we rely on, and it almost seems like there isn't instant redundancy to have such a major crash happen in one area. They had mentioned that it might have been in the sort of Virginia area. So imagine that, and it has a global impact because it's not just in the U.S., it's overseas as well. I've been talking to people in the U.K. They have seen some similar situations. So we're all interconnected, and we're all at the mercy of these systems.
You said it, Lance. We're all interconnected, for better or worse. Lance Ulanoff, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Lance.
It's a pleasure.